So as we stopped yesterday in our previous class, we stopped at function. You understand what is function, right?
Yes.
We do the practical, we see how we create a function. So now we're going to continue with our class, which is we're going to discuss about module. So what is module in programming? Or I said specifically in Python programming. Module, usually module means if you have a Python code, for example, a file where you create a Python code, maybe this is your file you created, you create the file, maybe you call it my code.py. This is the name of your file you created inside program. So you call it code.py. Then you write some code inside. Maybe you create a function, create a variable. So the whole of this file now is look at module. You can call it a module. The whole of this file. So if I like, I can create another file here. And inside this file, maybe I call this file main.py, for example. So inside this file, I can do something like maybe I can call this file and also include it inside this file, just like I merge them together. But it's not like actual merging together. It's just like maybe I want some variable from this code, I want some function from this code, so I can call those functions into this file also.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Do you did function?
Yes, if I have function inside this program, inside this code.py file, I have variables. So maybe I want to use those variables inside this file. So I can call them from this file to this file.
Can you call code.py like the way you used to call
Yes,
function?
that's what I'm going to show
if
you.
you call code.py, all of the codes that are inside the code.py will run here.
Yes.
Okay.
They will not run, but they will. You can access them.
You can access them.
Yes. So this is how you do it. Since I have two files, both of those files they are in the same folder. So I can just do something like import. I can just say something like import. Then I call the name of the file. Then I say import code. I don't have to put code.py. I just have to say import code. So when I say import code, now I can access all the variables inside this file, all the function. I can just see, maybe let's say I create a variable called name. Then I write to it. For example, I have a variable in this file called name. So I can just say code dot name. So by saying code dot name, I'm referring to okay, code this file, name this variable. So now if I print this, I can now see the value of this file. Yes, this side. So this is how module works. This is what module look like in Python programming. So in our next class, we're going to discuss about the differences between library, package, and module. So this is how you create your own module and import it. So usually if you can remember, sometimes if you write program, we used to call, we said maybe something like import random and so on. We do not have a file called random.py inside our program, but we said
a module that called random.py.
Yes, inside our program. So but we import it. How is that possible is we have something what we call built-in. Built-in means something that you come with it already. So Python have built-in modules. So what I mean here is a module that Python already come with it. So we have a random module. So this random module, Python already have it, and it is ecosystem. So you can just automatically import it without having the file. You understand?
Okay, I understand.
So this is
what anything that called .py is a model.
Yes, a Python
Any
file.
file that called .py
Yes.
is a model.
Yes, a Python file.
Yeah.
So let's go and do the practical. We're going to create our own module. Then we have different file and we call those
files.
Yes, function and files inside, and sorry, variable inside it. Yeah, and you so Yeah, so now we're going to continue our class. We discuss about function. Yesterday we see how we're going to create a function. So now this is the practical part where we're going to create our own module. Then we now come back and work with Python module. What I mean is Python built-in module. So we're going to work with Python built-in module. You see how we leverage the Python built-in module. Then we create our own module and we call it. So as I said in our previous theoretical part, let me create two modules. Let me call this one module 1. Like I told you, a Python file is a module. So when I say module 1.py, already here, call it module 1.py. So this is a module. Let me create another module. Let's call it this module 2.py. So I'm going to create a function, a simple variable and a function, so that when I come to module 2, I can now call all the codes I have in module 1 and work with them in module 2. So let me show you. I'm going to create a variable called let's say name equals to Peter, then age equals to 37. And now let's create a function that will always say hello with the name that you put to that function. So we're going to say define greetings, the name, then we're going to say print, or let's use return so that we can print it. Say return, now we set return. I'm going to use f string, then I say hello, whatever name you put. So if you put Peter, it will say hello Peter. So now we have a function and a two variable inside this file called what? Module 1, as you can see. Now let me go to module 2.
What's the use of this F string?
Use of this F string, did you forget it in our class? What?
That one is in Hausa.
Okay, so this F string, it will allow you just like a concatenation. For example, in concatenation I can do something like this: hello, then plus name. So by doing this, it's going to combine these two characters, this character hello and whatever I put here, name, as a string. So it's going to combine them together. You understand? So now since I have them in a single statement, I just say hello, then name with it. So now instead of using this plus, this character is going to be dynamically put, this name is going to be dynamically put by whatever the name I put here. So that's the reason why I put this F. F means command. And when I put this curly bracket, allow me to put something inside that will dynamically change. So this is it. And now let's come to module 2. In our module 2 now, I can access all the variable, all the function in module 1. So I can just say, okay, now I want to import module 1. So as you can see, now I import module 1. What I did here, I call this file into this file. So now I can access the variable of this file from module 2. I can access the function of this file from module 2. So what I'm saying is I can access the function I created in module 1 in module 2. I can access the variable I created in module 1 from module 2. So now in module 2 I can just see module 1. This is the module 1 I import, so I can call it say module 1. Then inside it I want to access something, then I say dot So you see, I have age, that's the age variable I created. This is the greetings function I created. Then this is the name variable I created. So let me just see age. So now let's print it and see. So now I'm going to print it, and as you can see from module 2 I access the value of module 1. So okay, sorry, I guess I have to make it to be a constant. So let me put them all in capital letter or something like this. So let's go back to module 1, then make it to be age like this. So now let's call it accept. So as you can see, now it works. The reason why it did not work is that if you leave it as a small character, it will look as a local variable from that file. So I have to make it to be a capital, just like a constant. So when Python look at it as a constant, it's going to allow me to access it from this file. I hope you understand my explanation. Let me also change this one so that it will look like a constant, so that I can access it from this file. So I can also set, let's see, I can also set module 1 dot name. So now if I run, I'm going to see 37 and Peter. So if you come back here, you see this is exactly what we put, Peter and 37, and now I can all access them from module 2. I can also access the function by calling the module. I can say module 1 dot, then I call the function greetings, and let me give it a name. Let me put uh, Javier. So by putting this, now I'm going to see hello Javier. Okay, sorry, I did not print it. Let me print it. Let me just say print greetings Javier module 1. So you can see now it's showing me hello Javier. Do you understand? So this is how we create our own module. This is my module, and I can access all the constant and what do they call, all the constant and function on it. So if you like, I can also import only specific one thing. For example, I can say from module 1, I want you to import only maybe function greetings, and say import greetings. So what I'm saying here is, let me remove this one. I am telling my program that from module 1, I want you to import only single thing, which is this greetings. So now you can see that's showing me a warning telling me that you don't have module here, so on and so forth. You understand? So now let's remove all this, because if you run it, it's going to tell me that this is error, we can access it, because I only import only single one thing, which is this function. So now if you run it, you're going to see hello Java. Did we see it? I just call the function like I have the function in my program. Only the function. I did not see module 1 that greetings. I just call the function specifically. Did we see it? So this is it. So now let's import Python modules. So in Python we have a lot of modules. I can just see import. If I set random, so you see we have radial net, re, redline, redis, and so on and so forth. Most of these modules, some I import them, like this request is not a Python module, but this random is come with Python. You can also have another module, for example, like OS. This module also come with Python OS. We also have another module called system. This one also come with Python. We have a module called time, also come with Python. And also we have another module called string, also come with Python. So no, that one is for encryption, not the crypto you are thinking about. It's about encryption. Yes, we have it. Python already come with it. Something like I think, is it cryptography? Okay. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the module. Okay. OS. Okay, OS crypto. Okay. So a lot of those modules, we can all use them without going and install them from Python package index. You can just use them since Python already come with it. So inside this, we have OS, time, sys, and so on. So let me show you how this tree works and what you can do with them. For example, you want to create a script that will delete all of these files. For example, beginner.py, exercise, other files. You can use it with this OS. For example, I can print all these files that I see from this code. For example, I want to print only the file I have. I can ask the program, okay, where am I in my directory? So I can just do something like print os dot then get working directory. Get cwd, get current working directory. This is cwd. So it's going to tell me the path I am in. So if I run now, it's going to show me this is my working directory. See, it's showing me I am in mk/mk. I am in home/mk/coding/test. And if you can see here, this is the folder I am inside test. So I can also tell him to list all the things that inside that folder. Print os dot list directory. So by using this, it's going to show me all the directory I have. You see, now it's showing me file cache, which is this one, and you can see I have module 2.5, which is this one, exercise.py, big, main, beginner, and so on. All the file I have. You see now it's printed in a. So this is what you can do with this operating system. Moving on, we have time. I can delay my program for some certain amount of time. I can say time dot sleep. This is what I usually use it for. Maybe I running some program and I want my program to delay for some time. So let me show you. Print hello, and then let me print also select delay for a while. Then time.sleep is going to stop the program for some certain amount of seconds. So let me say 2 seconds. And now, no, 5 seconds is too much. Leave it for 2 seconds. Then we say print, then print time finished. So now if you run it, you see it's showing hello, let's delay. Then you stop for a while, then it's showing time finished. Do you see it? Let me run again so that you reach necessary. So you see, and now it's finished. It's wait for, yes, exactly. It's going to for 2 seconds. It's going to stop the program from running and wait for 2 seconds. Yes, for seconds. Only 2 seconds. If I want to expect that, it should wait for 2 minutes. If you want, then you calculate how many seconds will take up to 2 minutes. Yes. So now, and also random is going to allow us to choose something randomly. For example, I can say random dot rand int. This random dot rand int, I'm going to give it a range from 1 to 19. Then it's going to choose number randomly from 1 to 19 and print it out for me. So if I run it now, it's going to, now it chooses 14, now 19, now 13. So this is it. We have a lot of module, and by learning this module is going to allow you to create a lot of programs And also there is other module that Python that other people created. You can also search it online. When you go to PYPI, which is Python package index, you can see. So this is the place where you can see all the people programs. When you go to the main website, so you can see there is a lot of projects, people project, and so on and so forth. So any kind of work you want to do, maybe someone has already done it, so you can start by searching. If you don't see it, then you can go and create it by yourself. And if someone already created it, then you don't have to waste your time. So I hope that's the end of this class. Then in our next class we're going to discuss about package, how to create a package, what is package, library, and then the module and their differences.